Beseech the Mirror. Alright, man, we are cooking. This is perfect. I think we go with one of those. And I know exactly. They're going for level 3, but it doesn't work right now. And Spider. It's not bad, but I think we still go Preacher. But to be honest, Spider is also a valid draw, and I like this draw a lot. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today a new crazy way to play Mono Black, and I think you will love it from the first sight. You could say that it will steal your heart in a heartbeat. Alright, so we will be creating the Power Stones with Thran Spider. We will be creating extra mana with the Mightstone and the Weakstone, and Sunken Citadel can give you double the mana as long as you use it for lands. And you guessed it, our secret weapon in this deck is Fountainport together with Fomori Vault. Those two cards will give you so much extra value, and you have basically so much extra mana every turn that you can kinda use them for free at every turn. They will give you card advantage, they will give you card selection, infinite blockers, or just treasures if you want to go directly into Virtue of Persistence. But wait! There's more, because, of course there's more, because Beseech the Mirror can use bargain, for example, sacrificing Power Stone, sacrificing a token, sacrificing a treasure. You have all those triggers that can be bargained for basically the perfect cards for the situation. There's so much you can do with this deck that you need to sit in action to appreciate it fully, but I'll tell you, we kinda dominated the ladder and it seems that we are performing really well. So guys, before we go into the games, I want to say a huge thank you to the absolute amazing legend for the day, Decompose. This is the person that was supporting channel, I think since years by now. And I mean, you are the true hero of this channel. Thank you for your support. I hope you will enjoy this deck. I mean, this is the deck. So have fun guys and enjoy. Alright, so our opponent is going first, which honestly in this situation can be good because we don't have too many lands, we want to draw into them. No one draw please. Alright, Deadly Cover Up, that's an easy one. Okay, I actually don't mind. So we are against this card, it seems. Let's go for the black mana. We need to do a lot of work. I would love to save the Mightstone and the Weakstone. Alright. No tokens. So let's not show our opponent that we have the Fountainport. To not, change his gameplay. Is that Preacher or something? Yep, it's a Preacher or something. A perfect, absolutely perfect target for Go for the Throat, especially on this turn. So, do we go with the Spider army? I honestly think we do. We already get the Power Stone, so in a way we are getting the future land even if we get mana screwed. This is our land for the next turn in a way. And we can use it for the Mightstone and the Weakstone. Worst case we can always use it for Spider. And we will start drawing cards. Like, we have a very clunky start, but it's a very strong start overall. They will trade 2 cards into this, which is amazing for us. Oh man, they're so cooked. I will get tapped Power Stone, right? Yeah, there's no different way to play this optimally. Alright. They really paid so much to get rid. Man, they're a discard deck? Oh, Liliana is so good here. Oh, she's amazing. They just drew this, because there's no way they would play this play over Liliana. Man, this was so good for them. Okay, that really puts them ahead right now. I have some things that I can discard, so that's a good thing. Let's go with the Mightstone. Okay, this is important. I don't want to tap the Fountainport. And let's go like this. The tapper doesn't know, like Scotty, but we do. So we get 2 mana from this, and we also get 2 extra cards that will definitely help against this discard so much. The cards are not very good though. Virtue. Virtue might be interesting. They cannot really outvalue this. Alright, so I can sacrifice one of the Power Stones. By the way, this is like 5 extra mana. I don't care about this card because my draw is really not great. So I actually can discard 3 cards with no downside. And they still need to discard for this, right? And I have draw engine, so this is actually our Liliana right now. Alright, go for the throat. He will regret it the moment he sees Shelly. So for now it's good for our opponent, but not for the future. They are using the mana. They could use it for Mishra's Foundry as well. We don't have Demolition Field, so we cannot shuffle it. So let's pay attention. One card is nice for them. I think we honestly draw a card here. If we can hit good cards, this is such a, you know, such advantage for us. Are you a good card? Are you a good card? So they won't cast the Virtue, it's way too slow. I can make the Fountainport, so this is 3 mana already. But to make a treasure I need to tap 2 mana, so it's not great for me anyway. Ruthless Negotiation is nice. I mean, I kinda have to go for it, right? And we cannot cast it in any way, which is unfortunate. I can make a fish, but I'm not using the rest of the value. Is fish good enough? Honestly, it might. Alright, very awkward turn. So we basically used 1 mana on this whole turn, so that definitely isn't great. However, this is perfect. So our opponent got probably one of the worst draws possible for this situation. We discard this. And it could hit the negotiation, but it's not worth it. And now we can start pressuring Liliana, which is great. Well, except the Foundry, I guess. But then we can kill the Foundry, so it's still okay. Alright, we kill this. And we have 5 mana to use with the Fountainport. How do we want to use? Fish is probably the best, right? I could also go for the Virtue, right? 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I hit the land, I can cast Virtue, which is huge. It will be game winning. Oh, I'm such a greed lord. And the other thing is what? We make a fish, we attack, then they activate, they block, they are smart, we kill the land. Okay, I like this way more. Killing land in Virtue against Virtue game is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Not, well, we would hit it. 3, 5, yeah, we cannot. Alright, you can see how much extra power we get for the Mightstone and the Weakstone. Yep, they think they will surprise us. And they're like, haha, I got you, you villain. And we're like, yeah, but we do not mind. We can even draw a card, which is amazing. So we kinda baited this, and we have no downside. Well, that's so cool. Alright, we're going with the fish. And we came prepared. That means even, like, he is 1 turn behind right now. Even if he top decks a land, he's still on the same page as he started, basically. And he needs to keep playing cards because we have negotiation. Hopeless Nightmare, not great for him. He can already plus Liliana, go for the Nightmare, or, you know, just keep going. I guess the Scry makes it a little bit worth it. This is so hilarious. I'm having way more fun from this than I should. Alright, a land is nice. Oh, I won the game, right? That's how it works. Because they cannot remove this. As you can see, even against this card, you have so many ways to just outplay them. Bandit Talent is extremely nice draw, but they need a bit of time to activate all of this. But yeah, they got a good value. So do I have something? Thran Spider, are you good enough? I get the Power Stones, but honestly, in this situation, I want more, like, strong creature. And we need to start thinking about keeping the cards. Alright, this is interesting. So I can Ruthless Negotiation and then Fountainport the Power Stone. We could also cycle it. I honestly think this is a little bit better because it gives us card advantage. And they are in some serious trouble, so they will get 1 Liliana activation, and that's it. We are not playing around, it's absolutely not worth it here. Because we are getting 1 creature every turn, so we are basically having 1 extra card every single turn, and it's always a good card. So they can start minusing Liliana, but that means they, well, they fit to our fish plan. And I will I want to start attacking Liliana, so we basically damaged Liliana by 2 already. They're going for level 3, but it doesn't work right now. And Spider. It's not bad, but I think we still go Preacher. But to be honest, Spider is also a valid choice, and I like this draw a lot. So, let's attack, shall we? Alright, we can also make our own Liliana and start discarding, but it's actually a little bit better for our opponent, right? We can start finding better cards. I don't really want more mana. Robbery! Well. Oh, this is such a difference. Alright, I like this draw. And we can start attacking their hands super hard. And as you can see, they don't get anything out of this because we are keeping those cards. Well, this is a good one. However, don't forget Robbery doesn't draw cards. It just exiles them so we can play them at any point. Nothing compared to, you know, drawing cards. Completely different. Alright. We have Liliana against their play. I think we are going a little bit all in here. And by all in I mean aggressive, because we are still winning even if this fails. And oh boy, it doesn't fail. Let's get some spiders. And 2 damage is okay, I just don't want them drawing extra cards. And those power stones are great, man. We will use Liliana to kill this. Okay, with this, man, we have all the options in the world right now. There's no way we are losing this. Let's go 1, 2, 3, because the other lands are super great. That means they're losing everything on this turn. And they won't like it.
Off you go.
Let's go with the Blast Zone. We can play those because they don't affect our hand at all. And I will draw a card. This is at beginning of your draw step, so we need to draw a card. First, let's attack and make some tokens. Our opponent is fully tapped, so we know that we will get the value. Really? What?
I'll be back.
Where's my value, bro? Alright. So I think we will draw a card with a Fountainport on this. We'll sacrifice the Power Stone. Do we want more? I can go for more value, but I don't think we want to. Yeah, let's do it now. Because we want to make sure he never draws with the Bandit talent. They can use this, which is okay. But we can absolutely outdraw them. Against Liliana, they will never keep the card in the hand, so I actually want the extra power. That forces them, like, they won't get to 7 ever. Ruthless Negotiation. Sure, let's go for this one. Even though removal is great, but Beseech the Mirror is basically removal, and it's also all the other things. Oh, thank you. There's somehow a Sheoldred in the graveyard, and I'm taking. Alright, that was a cool game. As you can see, this card just gets smoked. If you get some extra 1-2 cards during the game, they just don't have enough to get you to 0. Alright, we're going first, and I mean, we have 1 black mana, but that's all we need. All we need. And that also means that the Fountainports can start being useful super early. Alright, let's sit. We have some OG opponent. Please don't tell me he's playing Mono Red as well. Did the arena break him? Oh my god, this is the first pet, right? I have this one. I think that was the first pet ever. It's also the most annoying pet, except maybe Blue Jays, right? The Blue Jays is like the absolute monster of being annoying. Oh no, even you? Even this guy? Maybe it's a Forge deck, you know? Maybe it's a Forge deck. There was no 1-drop, so there is a chance, right? Then we will try to play Sheoldred as soon as possible and, you know, go from there. Yeah, it seems to be... yeah. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, so let's see what the plays... Man, I can start making the treasures. Like, how hilarious this is. I can also make the Thran Spider, but they actually have the same use of this card as we do. So I think we just chill here. We can make 4 mana for the Fountainport, so we can start making treasures that can draw cards later. Alright, what's your big 3 mana enchantment artifact, my friend? The talent. Alright. Do I want... If they attack, I make a fish. I wasn't sure if they forgot there's a combat phase. Or, you know, they just went with it. I still want to keep the board clear for this one. Alright. This has to be Sheoldred, because they put a card that draws a lot of cards. This is their turn to go crazy with the card though. And it's not easy to remove Sheoldred with this deck, because, well, they have Get Lost of course, but Helix doesn't hit it, and they don't have the Helix mana even. Also they have Painland, so it's even more damage. Yep, it's very hard to activate this right now with Sheoldred on the board, and it seems they don't want to even try, which is correct decision. Alright, so what do we want to go for? I probably want to attack, right? They will draw a card. Do I want 4 extra damage? I'm not really sure about it, to be honest. Sheoldred will soon die, right? I think I really want to go Liliana here. You know what? And if we go Liliana, that means we can go for the throat here. It also denies... Well, I think we really need to push the damage through. Like, sure, this is kinda important here. They still get the life gain, but they're doing a lot of cards. And we go damage back to 11, basically. So is that the spider that helps them, you know, do stuff? I think this is better, and I think we go for Deadly Cover-Up. Even though the card is great, they need, like, this needs something in the graveyard, and we want to remove the cards that will never be in the graveyard, unless they discard it, but those are the best cards, so they are not going with them. Yep. So the idea is that we probably empty our hand, torch the tower. Sure, that's not enough damage, right? Oh, they got it. Oh, they are so good at Magic. Alright, so our big part of the strategy failed here, so that's not amazing. That's not amazing. So they have good curve, answers to everything. They now need to solve Liliana, that's the last part. I don't really think this makes too much of a difference. Maybe they should go for the Sunken Citadel, so our mana is lower. I will take it, but I don't really need too many Fountainports here. Oh, this is a nice one. I could discard 2 of their cards. They are still keeping 1 though. And you know what? This is such a good value. Can I discard more? I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. Discarding Go for the throat is interesting as well. Yeah, they kinda well know about the negotiation. But you know what? Generally, this deck still needs cards in the hand. Man, if I had 1 point of mana more, I would discard his whole hand. And that means he has no place and he cannot activate the talent easily unless he uses the Fountainports. Oh man, that would be so glorious. Elspeth. So the other card, we know it's better than Elspeth. It could be another Elspeth. I think we actually go for this. How do you exactly work? It's for the land sources, yep. We will give them the Power Stone, which is, you know, it has the drawback. It's a token, so it's fine, guys. I really need this because I need extra cards. Yep, here we go. See, that was the difference. So I really think that was worth it. And of course they get more cards. Alright, we drew 2 extra cards with this, man. That's even more than this guy got. Alright, this will be hard. Helix on Liliana. Man, they are really good at drawing the answers to everything we do. I tell you, man. Impressive. However, we can sack. This is why this is in the deck. However, okay, so on the next end they're starting to draw cards, which is super bad for us. I think we need to go with Fomori Vault. That's why the card is in the deck. We probably want to go this. Demolition Field, especially if we hit more than 1, is really good. Beseech the Mirror. Alright, man, we are cooking. This is perfect. Now, we are going for Beseech the Mirror. And I'm not sure if we are going with the Power Stone token, that is amazing, or Map token, that is amazing. I think we go with one of those. And I know exactly... Oh man. I wanted to say I know exactly what card I want, but there's actually more than one. I think we'll still go for Sheoldred. There are so many good options here. Aclazotz is the second one. Is Aclazotz good enough? No, I think we need to force them to draw another removal, or they lose the game. We can also use the map token here. I mean, we can cycle some of the cards. It's worth it. It's worth it. It also might increase the damage or give us additional card. Yes. Yes, please. Alright, our opponent is under such a heavy clock, it's crazy. Even with Caretaker's talent, they can draw a lot of cards, but each card costs them a lot. Yep, they are digging. They want the answer. I think we'll try to hit Path of Peril. Virtue of Persistence. What? Man, you can see what route my brain is taking at this point. Alright. More tokens, but they didn't really get any value from this. Beseech the Mirror. They really want to start blocking, huh? But they don't have enough mana, so we could Beseech the Mirror and hit them for 7. Which will nearly for sure end the game if they don't hit instant. So this card needs to be a removal, a hard removal. We could also go what? Ruthless Negotiation and just go for the longer game. Eclipse? Oh, Eclipse lowers the damage as well, so I'm not sure if that's great. I think the best play, honestly the best play, and we don't want to go for Fountainport because then they can sacrifice this, right? They will get 1 extra mana, so we do it at the end step. I like Fomori Vault a lot. Let's go Fountainport. 1, 2, and we need to go for 3. No bargain, because we want to go for a 7-drop. Now we cast this before they have mana to sacrifice in response. And now we have Virtue forever. Now we attack. They have no tokens. Alright, I think we're doing some decent work here. So if they do get lost for Sheoldred, then we play Virtue of Persistence and then we get Sheoldred, so they need to top deck another Get Lost. And if they don't get lost, Helix is too weak to kill this. Yeah, see, they need to pay life to get a token, to draw a card, to get more life. Yep, man, Fomori Vault is such insane in this kind of deck. Like, even cycling for 1 card is good already. Like, you have so much extra mana thanks to the Citadels. And Sheoldred, just bear. The first Sheoldred was not good enough, but with Bargains we can always find this perfect card. Alright guys, going first, being prepared for every creature that comes our way, and with the Citadels to start things off, so looking good, it should be nice, because you know it will be mono red, in some form. Well, so this hesitation tells you that they have more than 1-drops probably, more than one drop to be exact. So do we go with the Virtue or we just wait with Eclipse? Assuming they have possibly 2 or 3 1-drops in total. Alright, they are not going for it. This is interesting. To be absolutely honest, they full whiffed. They lost both of the cards, they did nothing on board. So, you know, I'm kinda loving it so far. This is very interesting. They have only 5 cards. How greedy I want to be. Listen, I think that we shouldn't be too greedy. Like, they will try to make this, you know, still useful at some point, and we're closing to 5 mana, which means Mightstone and Weakstone, drawing cards. And, yep, 0 damage to my face. And now they need to repopulate the board. This is a very scary card. However, it's also very slow, and with Fountainport we can actually start making treasures for Virtue. If we want, of course, we can make fish to block. On the next turn it's Mightstone and the Weakstone. Here comes the hero. Alright, 1 card. So I want to play Virtue. This is 2 mana. Mightstone and the Weakstone, huh. I think we'll go with the fish, right? That means they need a trample on something. I pay 1 life, but it's fine. It's also not amplified because of the warfare. Oh man, this is so good. Alright, this is a little bit better than what I expected. Yeah, let's go for this one. And we can always sacrifice the fish with a Fountainport because this produces 2 mana. So they can try to hit us for some damage, but they basically, instead of triple strike, they only get 1 strike. And that's not enough. We could Virtue it. Thank you, Liliana. We can Virtue it for less damage, but we're at, what, 18? So I think we're absolutely fine. And let's try to protect Liliana, especially that we kinda want to sacrifice the fish, probably. So let's keep it as a blocker. They can deal some damage, but they won't be able to deal 18 damage. And we'll try to... Perfect. Man, this is so good for us. They just wasted 3 damage.
Fun when they hit back.
Do I want to sacrifice the fish already? Yeah, let's do it. I think it's a good tempo play. We also need lands, so if we draw a land, that's great. If we draw something else like Shelly, it's even more greater. So yeah, let's go with a swamp. I would love to play swamp into the Mightstone. I could go for 4. So I can give them 1 big hit if I want. But that's not a great idea. Let's go for this one. They can pump it, but probably not to 4 toughness, sorry. 0 damage acquired. And listen, my Mono-Red friend, what are you doing? Like, I'm at 20, it's turn like 7. Like, something went really wrong here. I think we'll make a treasure, just to make sure that we can cast everything. I will probably draw a card. Oh, they don't have more. And why would you need a win con? They always give up moment they cannot play a creature. And I mean, still farming them. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the games and the video. Honestly, this deck performed way better than I expected and, just was super fun to play with all the interactions with Fountainports, Fomori Vault, whatever your draw is. You can always fix it, you can cycle the bad cards, you can get some mana advantage or card advantage if you want. With Double Citadel you can activate the treasure mode on turn 3 already, which means that if you miss your 4th land drop, you can actually use the treasure to just cast one of those cards, and they're extremely powerful. So the deck is just so fun, so versatile, and you have so many options, especially that it feels like a ramp deck with all the extra mana that you are getting. Like, yeah, it's definitely very fun to play. So yeah, before we go into the advanced nitty-gritties of the deck so we can become the master of it, I want to say a huge thank you to our amazing Patreons that allow all of us to enjoy content like this. Thank you guys, and I think you like this one, right? This was something I was instantly proud of when I thought about this idea. It was like, it clicked, like this was like, wow, this is it for today. So yeah, and if you want to join Patreon and have decks like this before everyone else and basically join the inner Sloth circle, and you can ask me questions, why not? Check out the Patreon and you get some cool perks, and you can brag that you were here before everyone else. You have a proof in the form of the video. So guys, the interesting choice, and I know someone will write it in the comments, why not the Nightmare? Because Nightmare can Beseech the Mirror, it's so much better. However, Nightmare does not give you a 3-for-1. Well, Nightmare is 1-for-1. It's a great tempo card, it deals damage, it can be a target for bargain, but the idea is that this deck has so many targets for bargain, you don't need it. And the value you are getting from this one, especially that you have seen in the games how much it synergizes with Liliana. You can basically on turn 5, you draw this, you discard it to +1, then you cast it, and your opponent just lost 2 cards and you lost 0. Because you are redrawing the new card. So it's actually such a big, value swing, especially in the mid and late game, where very often, players have 1 or 2 cards. So if you can batter their hand, it's just game winning. Honestly, the Mightstone and Weakstone is so fun in this deck. Even though you draw cards, which is very nice for a mono black deck, or you can, remove Sheoldred or something, the main reason this is in the deck is just mana acceleration. 2 mana per turn. It's huge. I really enjoy playing with those kind of effects. Honestly, I used the robbery the least, even though this was supposed to be my main win con. So I think we can rebuild this version, just not go robbery, and just amplify the whole, artifact land plan. I'm sure there are some choices like this, but I just wanted to make sure that even if I hit some weird Atraxa deck, I can just mill them. That was the reason. And don't forget, a very cool interaction is that you can use all of those Fountainports, all the extra mana you are getting from Power Stones, Mightstone, Sunken Citadel, into treasures. And treasures, it's a bet ratio. You pay 4 mana to get 1 extra mana. However, if you can do it for 2 or 3 turns, you can boost robbery so much that you will win the game with the first one. So in some situations, it's worth to just create more mana with this, wonky choice. Those are some niche interactions that I really love. This is how you make, those unique games that are memorable forever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the deck. This is something definitely else than the usual mono blacks, and I think this is a very fun way to play the deck. And yeah, we ranked up with this one, so it seems pretty decent. You can always fit 3 disfigures if you are having problem on the ladder, and this will fix every important matchup basically. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you had great fun, and yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.
With